Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We are back with Asaf Avidan and he is singing I See Her, Don't Be Afraid. This is a live version. Looking forward to it. Let's jump in. Hey, we already know we're gonna get a lyrical gem, and that's always fun for me anyway. So I'm looking forward to this one.
I want to thank you, and I want to thank you for something specific. When I say thank you all around the show, what I mean, what I do is a very personal endeavor. It's a search to introspect in my own demons, and I would do it for my own personal reasons because I need to, because otherwise it just
Mm,
cements inside me and pulls me down. But it would just be a sad, pathetic, aging man screaming into the void of an uncaring universe. But the fact that you are here, the fact that you specifically are here, every single one of you, creates something different. You see, what we do is we rain down something, but that something then falls down into your own personal, unique topography. Each and every single one of you has a different landscape. And that water trickles down and finds its route downhill into your rivers and your valleys. And then it finds the hidden cracks of your armor and it penetrates you. And it goes drip and drop and drip into the hidden caverns of your soul. And in that soul, each one is a different cavern, shaped by the years of experience of your fears, of your dreams, of your losses, of your wants, and every single thing that makes you uniquely you, these different pulses. And what's happening is that you have a subjective translation, your own prisms of this objective thing that we're throwing at you. But we're all doing it subjectively, but collectively, we're all together. And this is the closest definition that I have for what art truly is, this communication between objectivity and subjectivity, doing it as a collective society. This is
mm.
culture. And so, really, what I'm thanking you from the bottom of my heart, truly, truly, every single time I say thank you, I'm thanking you for turning a screaming, aging man into an artist just by being here and opening your hearts. Thank you so much.
That's beautiful. That's a very roundabout way of saying thank you, but to put more meaning behind those two words, because there, excuse me, there is a story behind it, right? Like behind every person, and it's the same. Like if you say to a loved one, "I love you," those are only three words, but we know what power is behind it. There's a story behind it. There's multiple stories behind it. There's lifetimes behind it. And this is a similar way of like, okay, the next time I say thank you, just believe me, I mean it. And he is right. We're all shaped by, our the things that are thrown at us musically, just life, and we filter it through our own experience. And we've done that here on the channel. We've talked about this as well, that I can have my interpretation and you can have yours, and together we're figuring this out and we learn from each other. And that's the beautiful thing about going to a concert and doing it communally and collectively, consuming art. And almost, we can have different thoughts about it, but sometimes, the things we feel can be very similar, and that's where the magic is. That's why I love cinema so much, and film, and the collective watching of it, of art. I've been a fan of it since I was a child. It was passed down to me from my father. We still go to the movies multiple times per month. That's all different forms of art that I like to indulge in, which is music and cinema and books and writing. Like he said in the beginning, I would be doing this even on my own. That's how you're really meant to do this. I write now. I'm not even publishing anything because I don't have the energy to go promote and do the rounds of promotion and do book fairs and stuff. And because that takes a lot of energy. But I do write just for myself. Like you said, screaming into the void. Hey, man, I already knew we was gonna get something. You always get gems and some wisdom and insight from a Asaf Avidan song. And sometimes when he talks about certain topics in concerts. Hey, man. Yo, that's amazing. All right. So thank you for being here. And I mean that in the Asaf way.
I see her, I see her, I see her coming round bed. I hear her, I hear her, I hear her whisper in the air. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You were once dead. You were once dead. You were once dead.
Wow. Wow, that music is just like so, it's almost meditative. It's almost like, you know, you go into a peaceful kind of state. And then, you know, his pitch is again a little different in this. And, you know, we've checked out, you know, a few songs now, and he can be sometimes really dramatic and screaming almost. And, you know, he has that in his toolkit. So that's why sometimes you know, he can do that and belt out notes, so it makes it even more powerful when at times when you show restraint sometimes. You know what I mean? Because we know what range he has and what diverse set of skills he has vocally, what an amazing vocalist he is. And then sometimes when you tone it down, like, oh, okay, now my ear is perking up, like, ooh, that's interesting. He always makes interesting choices. That's the stuff that I really be looking out for. Very, you know, he's not afraid to push the creative boundary and go anywhere. Like I said, sometimes just going at it like an animal, like animalistic almost in the performance, right? Which is amazing to see, and really I respect that a lot, because not everybody, you know, is willing to go there. They're scared of how they might look or how they might be perceived. But if you want to be true to yourself as an artist, this is what he embodies to me. This is what he represents to me. Like, be yourself, and, you know, even if some people might think this is out there, this idea you have, just go for it. Just go for it. That's how true art is created, you know, not staying within the confines of a certain limit or expectation. Yo, man, this dude is really inspiring me in so many ways, even with things he's not saying, even the subtext, you know, just by his way of being. And the lyrics, man, this is like about life and death almost, because you were once dead. It's maybe almost talking to yourself, like, before we were born, we were not here. So what were we? We were dead. You know, there was nothing. I can't remember anything before I was born. So is that going to be the same when we die? I don't know. Nobody knows for sure. That's the only thing I know. Nobody knows for sure. You were once dead. Okay.
I let go, together we let go. My sublimation of fear. I go wherever the wind blows, and tropic waves in my ear. Don't be
Wow.
don't be afraid. You were once dead. You were once dead. You were once treacherous as the ocean, and the wildfires burn. Hearts to hurt shall return. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You were unsaid. You were unsaid. You were unsaid.
Wow.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You were unsaid. You were unsaid. You were unsaid.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even know how to state how great I think this song is. Just like he had to explain his meaning behind the words thank you when he says it. Because this song, you know, even though if you look at the lyrics, there's many repetitions in there, and he has other songs that are so intricate, lyrically complex, that you really have to, you know, listen to it over and over and over, read it over and over, and still you're not going to get it. You need other people's insights to get in it. Here too, you can, I definitely want others' insights, but it's almost like it is so intricate and complex, even though there's so much repetition in it. This is one like that could survive time, you know, it's almost like a hymn, it's a prayer, it's like something you would sing to a child to not make him be afraid. I almost felt like a child listening to it. Does that make any sense? Like it's almost like, yeah, man, don't be afraid. We're all heading that way. We're all going there. And it's a tough thing to deal with as a human being, knowing that. And most of the time, we don't even want to think about it. We know it is there, but we kind of push it away until it's staring us in the face, and we have to deal with it. And of course, that's a good thing that our brain can do that. Because, geez, it's not like my brain thinks about this a lot, but it's pretty much torturing yourself. And luckily, most people can get away from that and not think about it. But it's, yeah, you know, as soon as you're born, you start dying. As soon as you're born, you start dying. The clock is ticking. Whether you know, it might be a long clock. It might be 100 years. Who knows? But it's ticking. That's for damn sure. Wow. This was amazing. You know, it's just like, yeah, if you would have told me this song is written thousands of years ago, that's what I mean by how complex, you know, how it feels. If you can write this, man, wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. Yeah. Because, you know, like I said, if you would tell me this is a 1,000-year-old song that he's performing, he found it somewhere on an old Dead Sea Scroll or something, I would have believed it. You know, that this is that's just a translated version. Holy moly. Much respect. Yeah, that's insane. And then the way he performed it, you know, the choices you make if you have written a song like this, it just all comes together. You know, this is not the one that you need to belt out. You know, this is, he knew exactly what he was doing. That's insane. Awesome. All right, I'm going to stop talking now. I see her. Don't be afraid. Amazing. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful day. Peace.